Are you looking at establishing a food forest in your backyard? That's what we've been doing here for the past year and a half or so, and I want to show you guys everything that we've got going on in the food forest. First of all, hi to all the new gardeners out there. My name's Lane Fornerat, aka Lane Vids. This channel is all about establishing that food forest in your backyard so that you can have some of the most delicious, organic, and fresh fruits and vegetables to put into your body. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So what we have here, as always, we start off with our composter. This is our Yimby tumbling composter. Best tumbling composter at the best price on Amazon. I'm gonna link it up down in the description below. I should really be sponsored by these guys. But we've been throwing some stuff in here. As y'all remember, I cleaned it out in the last video, and I have not had enough browns to put in there, so it's kind of getting all maggoty again, which is, I was trying to avoid that, but unfortunately I can't do that, it seems. And as y'all see on this side, it's pretty well, I mean, it's cleaned up to a certain extent. You know, there's still a little bit of debris in there and whatnot. So we're letting that sit, and over in the compost pile, actually I'm trying something new here as well. So I watched a video of this lady in North Louisiana. I'm in South Louisiana, by the way. And she wants to kill like a big area of grass in her yard. So she put down cardboard everywhere, and then she took like a big giant household rug or an old piece of carpet, and she put it on top of the cardboard and just kind of let it sat there for a few months, and it totally killed everything. But not only that, the worms like cardboard, so it brought all the worms to the surface and really helped to fertilize that soil, and then that's where she plants her garden. I thought that that was a great idea. So I decided I didn't really think about it too much. I just kind of had some extra, but I took some cardboard and I threw it down into the compost pile just to help bring some of that life to it, and I wanted to be able to cover up some of the food. We've just, this is some of the extra stuff that we just threw on top since putting down the cardboard, and I've just been kind of throwing it on top. So kind of curious to see what happens there. It's kind of like a little experiment we got going on. Keep you posted. Make sure to click that subscribe button if you guys want to see that. All in all, the rest of the trees looking good, looking nice and green. This one's doesn't get as much sun as the one over there, but it's looking good. We got our orange tree right here. Still got these oranges on here that haven't turned anything. They haven't turned, but they are getting a little bit bigger every time we take a look at them, so that's always exciting. Krista was reading that sometimes some of the oranges will fall off because it's trying to the plant's like trying to give nutrients to them, but eventually one of them has to give so that the others can grow, so that so a couple of them fall off. And I've noticed that a little bit. I don't see anything on the ground right now, but I'm kind of curious to see how, knowing that, how many we're actually going to get off this tree, because there's quite a few on here. Y'all remember from, gosh, probably a month or two ago, it was just exploding with all those little ones. We got this little guy right here. I believe this is our plum tree. And again, still getting tall. It's huge. It's a good 10 feet, I'd say, up in the air, 10, 12 feet. And just looking really beautiful, gets tons of sun. I even see new life growing on the ends, so that's always good. Curious to see how that thing does later on this year, and in particularly next year, since it's getting so tall. I think it's getting almost to that fruit-bearing age. Krista came and picked up a bunch of the carrots that she had planted in here, and we've been eating some carrots. So this is a little bit thinned out. I'm just realizing that some of the carrots that she planted in here never really did anything unless she picked them, but I don't think these were all established before those even came up. Remember whenever I told y'all a few months ago that she planted some in the middle here? Anywho, we got plenty of carrots, so we really don't need any more. We're doing all right in that department. Over here to the blueberry bush. If y'all remember the last video, we had blueberries everywhere. I think everybody kind of came and picked them out and whatnot. It's definitely blueberry season. And yeah, look, we just have a few right there, but we still get some new life right there. So we're kind of waiting for these to come to fruition, and we'll see what happens there. I always love having blueberries. Blueberries is the best. This is an elderberry bush that we planted last year. Accidentally mowed over it, and it came back, which I'm very excited about. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens with that guy there. And then we have our main vegetable garden here. We got some tomatoes growing in here, looking nice. Got some beautiful flowers growing to help pollinate the area for all the fruits that need pollination. Still got this huge row of carrots back there. The cucumbers, man, back here they never really grew. This is kind of all they did right there. In the backyard they're doing a little bit better, but I was kind of surprised by that. This, I don't know what that is right there. It looks like more of something like that, like a pollinator type of thing. Huh. Let's see, over here the dill is taking over along with the comfrey right there, along with the lemon balm, which I am happy for, because one thing that we've had a problem with this area is this stuff right here. It's called alligator weed, and it has just taken over, but because we planted these other bigger things right here, I think it's helping to suppress it. So I'm hoping that we can grow something right here to get rid of all that. We need to come in and pull it up again. Is that roselle that I planted? Ooh, looks like we're getting some little buds on here or something. That's super exciting. Have you ever had roselle before? We had it a while back. Another gardener friend told us about it, and we got to, I got a chance to taste what it tastes like, because you can eat the leaves and everything on the little buds. So whenever this thing really starts to take off, I'm excited to taste it with you guys. This is supposed to get super tall, and man, I gotta say, this thing grew really fast. I'm actually surprised by myself. I put that in the ground and it actually stayed, unlike some of the other things that I've planted before. And we also have basil right there. That's actually, in the past couple of weeks, just came out of nowhere, boom, taken over right there. We still also have, I believe this is our rosemary. I can never remember all the herbs. There's rosemary, and I think is it thyme or something else? Lavender maybe? No, that's lavender. And there's some rosemary out there somewhere in the jungle. I like it whenever it gets to this stage where just all the green starts taking over, and it really does start to look like a forest. That's just the best thing. This little pepper guy right here, I think he may have finished his lifespan. You got this one pepper on there, but it's obviously struggling. This thing has just been kind of a sole survivor right there. I had that little strawberry that I planted right there. It didn't survive. I think because we went out of town, we weren't able to really take care of it. It just didn't make it. Along with, was it over here? This right here is weed. There used to be a strawberry right there. I don't see it anymore. I think it got taken over. And right in here, is that a strawberry? I don't know. This is my first time planting strawberries, so I'm not too sure exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm pretty sure that's strawberry right there. I just need to kind of clean up around it, but I kind of want it to grow a little bit before I start pulling stuff out there so I don't disturb the roots. Look, my banana tree. This is actually doing really well too. Very excited about this. This I can probably start to pull some weeds up around. That's what I love about the grass, the leaf compost, is that you literally just pull out the weeds. There's no struggle at all. It just simply comes right up. It's amazing. Best thing ever. So that's my banana plant right there. Looks like the first leaves are kind of dying off, but look, we got beautiful leaves coming in right here. Very excited to see what happens with this banana plant. It should get huge. They say it's a voracious grower too, so hopefully that's another one that kind of takes over the area to kind of limit some of the weeds that can grow in there. Oh, Krista got mad at me the other day. So I was mowing the lawn one night. Look, the Travel Vlog family, do you guys subscribe to them? Because that's us. I was mowing the lawn the other night, and I forgot about what was always right here. I'm hoping that it grows back, but we had a beautiful grapevine growing right here, and look, that's where it got cut. I believe it was coming out of right there. And we actually had beautiful growth on there. The leaves, if y'all remember, now they're all dead. This was a couple weeks ago too, that I probably last a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. So that sucks that we lost our grape. I don't know if anything's gonna grow back from that because it was so close to the ground, but we had success with the elderberry bush, so I don't know, we'll have to see. Subscribe if you guys wanna see that. All right. Let's go to the back here. Oh, if you guys want to check out any of the stuff that we've used to establish our food forest, I'll link it all up down in the description below. You guys can see some of the things and the tools and the whatnots that we've used to make this food forest happen. I got the composter down there, the wire fencing that we use on the back of the fence to make trellises, compost forks that we use, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole thing of bamboo stakes and little clips to clip up your tomato plants. Go check it out down in the description below. Peppers are still growing, despite that one in the front. Look at all this. I mean, it's just insane how many peppers we're getting. This is all peppers back here. All that is pepper. And look at this. These are actually starting to turn too. They're looking really beautiful. Nice red color growing on there. These are still coming up right there. We got another beautiful red one right there. So very excited about all the peppers we've been getting. We've been eating a lot of peppers. Oh, looks like we missed a tomato because we've been traveling. But there's a little tomato right there. How's our asparagus doing? I haven't looked at that in a long time. Okay, look, it's getting tall. It's still growing. This right here is all asparagus. It's our first time growing it right here. First time growing it, period. So I'm kind of curious to see how this thing's gonna do. I think it's really cool looking too. You don't see many plants. It's like this wispy kind of thing. I think that that's neat. Let's see, over here, I was mentioning that the cucumbers are doing better back here, and as you can see, they are. It's actually got a lot of growth on it. It's coming up here to the top. Looks like about to hook around there so it can really get to some of this sun right here, and it can even produce even better, just like this is done right here. Look, this one made it all the way to the top. Growing, the feelers are growing out, probably going to grow along the fence right there, and so hopefully that's going to be a good producer right there. What the heck is this? This plant looks like, is that a weed? I don't know what that is. This is obviously a pepper right here, but this is growing from down. I don't know what that is. If Krista put something there, or if that's just trash. It might be trash, I don't know. Still getting peppers, cucumbers, got a pepper back here, another pepper back here. The passion vine has been expanding, and we saw some fruit. It may be gone by now. It was a little tiny one on there. I don't know what happened to it, but the other day I went to the store and I was looking at some of the fruits and vegetables. I said, oh, passion fruit, that's what they look like. So they're about yay big and they're very wrinkly. So I'm curious to know if you guys have ever had a passion fruit before. Let me know that down in the comments below. We've only gotten like one or two very small ones, and I don't think that they were quite ripe either. I should have picked one up at the store the other day, just to show you guys. Maybe if I go back there, I'll get it again. We have this tomato bush right here. Haven't seen any production on it since earlier this spring. It's kind of just sitting out here. We need to probably trellis that up. It smells really good. Do y'all like the smell of tomato plants? So I know that it's still alive and got a good chance to grow some more. So that's exciting. Over here we have that Mexican midget tomato bush, man, and it's still producing, as you can see right there. But we need to clean it up, and I think it might be done. Like this might be its last year. We need to go get some more seed from Krista's grandfather if he still has some, because those are really good. I really like those tomatoes. Probably my favorite tomato that I've ever had. I can say that. That is my favorite tomato ever. And I'm not a huge tomato fan. I like really small tomatoes. Seems like the smaller the better. And those are just the best. Let's see, taking a look at the blueberry bushes in the front. We got this guy right here. We came and picked a bunch of the blueberries, and it looks like it's still producing more, which is great. So we're just kind of letting that do its thing. Look, there's one right there. Go ahead and pick that bad boy. Oh yeah, right there. And then we also have our apple tree right here, which, look at this growth. I'm so excited to see. Oh look, I just noticed this. We've got growth all the way from these old branches right here. And look, right here too. Look, little dragonfly. Oh, that's so cool. And look, even right there, we got teeny tiny buds coming out right there. That is super exciting. I'm very excited about this. Still not too sure what this is. I think it might be a sunflower. I remember last year I planted a bunch of sunflower stuff around this apple tree, so I'm kind of curious to know what happens right here, but this looks like a sunflower right there. And then over here we have our other blueberry bush, and we went blueberry picking before we left for our trip, and I'm not seeing anything new on this one. I've noticed that the other one was a little bit better at producing, although the kids may have come and picked some the other day. Let's see, what else do we have around here? Like I said, if you guys want to learn more about establishing a food forest in your backyard, kind of showing you guys what we're doing, what we're planning. We're down here in the south, so we get a lot of sun. Our growing season lasts long. So if you're interested in that, click that subscribe button. I'm trying to get these videos out every week. Sometimes I miss a week because we're traveling with the travel vlog family. If you guys want to watch our travel vlogs, I'll link that up down in the description below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to check out the link down in the description below for all the things that we've used to establish our food forest. I'm gonna put some more videos right there on the screen if you guys kind of want to see how we started our food forest here, and maybe the last video. You guys can click one of those videos. I'll see y'all in those videos. Thank y'all for watching. Keep composting and growing stuff. All right, bye.